Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today is going to be a rant video, and I apologize for those of you who hate rants, but it just needs to be done because something has come up and been announced, and it needs to be discussed. Core breach. Mechs in World of Tanks. Let's talk about it before we start destroying it. So from January 29th to February 4th, you'll be allowed to play in an epic 4 versus 4 death matches with the Steel Comrade or the Iron Soldier, the US Iron Soldier. And, well, mechs. Alright, 4 versus 4, they already talked about that. Your mechs are equipped with machine guns, lasers, and missiles. You can fire them by pressing your right trigger and then swap them using A or X, just like in World of Tanks. Alright, that's all the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. Respawning is enabled. Okay, cool. Mechs gain XP and crew XP and free XP. Cool, but you don't earn silver. Okay, you don't earn silver, so what's the point then? Alright, well there are ops. Look at this. Play a battle. Yay, you get this. 2 of these and 2 of those. Congratulations. Destroy 25 or more mechs in any number of battles. Congratulations. 100,000 credits. It's not like you can get that much, if not more, from one battle of World of Tanks in your premium tank, or, you know, a really good tier 10 with a premium time. Because everybody wants this, clearly. That is so good. Oh, look at this. If you do it again, guess what happens? You get 100,000 more silver. Yay! Congratulations. Oh, you complete all of this, and then you get this. Alright, I guess that's a little decent. But at the same time, the time it took you to get this, you probably could have gotten just as much XP from these boosters in actual tanks. But hey, you know what? 10 points for Winter Games. If you haven't got those done yet, congratulations. Not like Winter Games was super easy. And look at this, 10 whole entire points. Congratulations, guys. This is going to be so worthwhile. All the time and effort they put into making this game mode, which has nothing to do with tanks, even though this is on a tank game. I'm so happy for you, World of Tanks. I'm so glad you decided to do this. And you know what? And they even built a brand new map. An entire map. Which looks amazing, by the way. From these pictures, it looks awesome. I do like this. This map looks amazing. And they made it for, exclusively, the mechs. So you get nothing from this game mode. World of Tanks spends probably months, if not a whole entire year, creating this game mode, wasting time, and not fixing their game. What is the most hated class in World of Tanks? Artillery. Why is it hated? Well, because it gets to shoot you from afar. And guess what? It's not even a tank. We're playing a tank game with SPGs. We're playing a tank game with things that aren't tanks. Artillery. They are not tanks, and people complain about those probably more than anything else in this game. Why? Because they're not actual tanks, and they're in this game, and they get to shoot at our tanks, and we can't do anything about it. So, I've got a brilliant idea. I'm at Wargaming now. Let's come out with a game mode that comprises of no tanks whatsoever in a game dedicated to tanks. What a brilliant idea. Somebody's scrolling through the news on video games and finds, oh, World of Tanks is introducing a mech game mode. I need to go download this game right now. Because clearly in a game of tanks, I want to play with mechs. Said no one ever. Nobody wants to play mechs on World of Tanks. Listen, if I want to go play a mech game, I'm going to go play a mech game. If I want to play a tank game, I'm going to play World of Tanks. That's the point. You play World of Tanks to play with tanks. Alright? Okay, and then there's artillery. So, okay, maybe I play World of Tanks to play artillery, which once again is kind of an issue which I have a problem with because I'm playing a tank game and there's stuff in here that aren't actual tanks. Okay, but put that aside. Alright, artillery is in the game and it's probably in the game to stay, so I'm just going to accept that. Mechs! Guys, please do not support the mechs. Please, please, please don't support the mechs. Don't play the mechs. I will do a video on the mechs. I will play it once. Alright, to show it to you guys. I will not do more than one game in the mechs mode because I think it's the most stupid waste of time Wargaming has ever introduced into this game. It has nothing to do with tanks. It doesn't give you any extra silver. It doesn't do anything for you. Oh, you train your crews. You can put any crew in the... any nation into it. Yay, good job. That's what I'm so excited for. When I could just go play a tank from that nation and get credits and XP for that crew. It doesn't make sense. Who thought of this? Can we get a better community manager? You know, game modes like the Lunar were a brilliant idea because it had things to do with tanks and it was fun. You got to float around, drift around, flip your tank, do whatever the heck you wanted, and you were in a tank. Who even cares? It was fun. You played as a tank. You zipped around. You floated. You flipped. You had fun. You had a great time. You had a meme. And you're like, oh, well, maybe mechs will be like that. No. Mechs are mechs. They're not tanks. And I need to get this. It's awful. Who thought of this? Why doesn't the community manager ever listen to us? Do we need a new community manager? Somebody who listens? There's a place in the forums called Game Suggestions. Why didn't you check that out sometime? People who play the game put in great suggestions. Go to Game Suggestions and pick the suggestions with the most feedback, the most upvotes, the most comments, the most likes. Go there and say, you know what? This game suggestion has the most comments, the most likes. Let's add it. Let's talk to the community about adding it. Let's post it in the news. Say, hey guys, or do a stream about it. Hey guys, we've been thinking about adding this to the game because you guys seem to really like this idea. Instead of just going off and doing something that you didn't even discuss with the community. The least you can do is talk to your community instead of telling us a week before that, hey, we're about to add something stupid. We're about to add all the new French heavy tanks, which we have not warned you about, and we're going to tell you about 2 days prior to the release. And guess what? They're going to be nerfed. They're going to be awful, and there's going to be no reason grinding them. Same thing with the Polish tanks. There's going to be no reason grinding them because every single one is nerfed. And playing the tier 10 feels like you're playing a tier 9. Playing the tier 8 feels like you're playing a tier 7. Playing the tier 6 feels like you're playing a tier 5, and so on and so forth. Every update since Mercenaries has been awful. 308 tanks got changed. Quote-unquote balanced. Balanced because they were quote-unquote overpowered. Or they had a plus 50% win rate. Or something of the sort. And tanks like the poor E50M got butchered. And why? The tank is already almost dead. Barely anyone plays it. It's already not that good. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it was a great tank back then. It was a great tank. You got to really be honest with yourself. Yes, it has its role. Yes, it can pull off some great games. But at the same time, most of the time, you'd be better off in a Soviet medium. Like, seriously, that's just how the game works. Alright, play a Soviet medium, win the game. And the Patton got buffed insanely, so that tank's great. The Action X has always been a solid tank. But then, let's just take a tank that's already below average and nerf it. Why? Because the win rate says so. The win rate says it's really good. Yes, the win rate is good because nobody plays this tank already. Only good players actually played the E50M. And then the occasional Muppet would play it and then realize, oh, this is an awful tank, and stop playing it. It was one of those tanks which only really good players actually played. And they nerfed it. And they have yet to buff it. And I hardly ever see them in game anymore. The tank is so dead it hurts. Nobody plays the E50M anymore. So because of this, I sent a message to Raybot. And it says, so let me get this straight. Instead of the developers spending their valuable time working to make the game better, fixing maps, fixing tanks, etc., they spend their time making a useless game mode that has nothing to do with tanks, doesn't actually get you anything good, and only lasts for a few days? What a waste of time! That is the message I sent to Raybot, and she responds with a question mark. That is her response. They don't care. We've been bugging them to bring back the FE4202 for years. I've been bugging them. I've got people in my clan who've been bugging them. People in other clans who've been bugging them. The last weekly assault they had, we dominated the comment section, the live chat with bring back FE4202, and they blatantly ignored it. They refused to bring back the FE4202, an update that will be amazing, the community will love, and it's a simple switch of a button because the tank is still in the game. The tank, yes, is still in the game. You can still see it in Proving Grounds. You can still play against it. You can still play on the same team as it. It's still in Proving Grounds, and yet they refuse to give it back to us. Why? I have no clue why. Just put it back in the game. I've heard a couple actually of them say, because the FE422P is still in the game. Why would they give us the tier 10 if they already have it at tier 8? No, you have the FE422P prototype at tier 8. Bring us the OG FE4202 without the P and put it back at tier 10. It's so simple. Boom! You just released an amazing update. And then these shenanigans about, oh, we are a different game than PC, therefore we need to be different. I don't care that you're a different game. You are a different game. You're mercenaries. You have said that. You have stated that. But that doesn't mean you have to change the statistics of every single vehicle entering this game. Alright? You're already a different game just for the fact that you have your own unique maps and you have mercenaries. The mercenary tanks, I think, would have been accepted a little bit better had you released them and not nerfed every single tank. Alright? The fact that you had to release the mercenary tanks and nerf every single tank in the game just because you said we are a different game to World of Tanks PC is the most stupid thing ever. You are already a different game. You do not have to nerf everything and change everything about your game to be different. People play console World of Tanks because they can't play PC World of Tanks. People don't have gaming PCs, therefore they cannot play World of Tanks PC, so they have chosen to come here. Alright? So just, you don't have to do everything differently. That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. You are the same game, alright? You are owned by the same company. So just... well, listen, now I've got high blood pressure and I'm just ranting at this point. But I told you this was going to be a ranting video, and that's what I've done. I've just ranted to you guys. And, that's going to be it. I don't know what else to say. Like, what else do you want? Alright? The community manager for World of Tanks is awful. Doesn't know how to communicate with the community other than, oh wait, she does communicate really well with the community by telling us what's gonna happen. And not asking us. She just, oh, by the way, this is gonna happen. We don't care! Actually, we do care. Clearly, I care about what's gonna happen in this game because, you know, obviously what's happening. But seriously, the CC manager is awful. The developers are awful. Where is Pain God? Please bring back Pain God. Somebody who actually listened to the community. But I'm sorry if this wasn't exactly the styled replay or styled video you were expecting today. It is what it is, but I had to get it off my chest, and I want to hear your guys' comments on it too. Just let me know, you know, are you going to play the game mode, or are you excited about the game mode? What is your take on the game mode? Please, I'm not going to get mad at you if you're excited about it. That's fine if you're excited about it, because, you know, maybe you will like it, but I'm just speaking my mind, and I think it's a waste of time. I think that they're being incredibly lazy. At the same time, you know, it's like, hey, you know what? They put in a lot of work into this. I don't care that they put in a lot of work into it. They put in a lot of work into something that's stupid. It hasn't even been released yet, and it's going to be stupid. I don't care if it's fun. It's probably still going to be fun, but it's not World of Tanks. And now we're getting back to that, but oh my gosh. Golly gee. They could have spent this time changing premium rounds. They could have spent this time fixing all the mistakes they've made. They could have spent this time, you know, talking to the community about the game. But there is no communication between the community and the game. There's only communication between the game and the community. They talk to us, but we are not allowed to talk to them. And that's just the way it's been ever since Raybot. I said it. I said her name. Ever since Raybot, there has been no talk. Alright? We're not allowed to say anything. Comments get deleted from posts. I have seen comments get deleted from their YouTube channel because they have suggested something or given their 2 cents, kind of like what I'm giving now. And they have been deleted. There have been forum posts that have been deleted by Raybot because they suggest a good idea or they rant like I do. And they have been deleted because we can't have that. That's not allowed. We can't have good ideas in this game. So, anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I've gone on far too long just ranting, and I doubt all of you are gonna watch this whole thing. But you know what? If you enjoyed this video and you agree with what I'm saying, hit that like button. If you completely disagree and you think he's just speaking out of nowhere, just saying what he wants to say, and has nothing to support his claims, then hit that dislike button. Alright, I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Rant below, and I'm going to have a forum post created soon, and I'll have a video on that later. Probably Monday I'll have a video on a forum post which I'm going to have made, and I want you all to comment on that, and I will let you know about it on Monday's video. But until then, listen up, guys. I have a live stream with Spartan Lee on Sunday, the 27th, and it's going to start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us then. We're going to have some great time. We're going to play World of Tanks. I'm so excited because we're going to actually play tanks. Alright? And we're going to have some fun, so join us then. And I hope to see you guys all later. Take care, and peace out.